Alright, what was I doing?
Yeah, you've lost me.
Oh, Phantom. A day Phantom. The Daywalker. Flyer. Flapper. What's happening, YouTube people? DeadDuck here, and welcome to Season 2 of MineTech! This is episode 33, and what you're staring at right now is what I've been working on for the last little while, and it is something simple. It's an automatic flower growing, harvesting type deal. I just thought I would add my little flower farms in my base somewhere, and I got bored and made it overly complicated. But they work really quite nicely. They give you like 9 at a time. They usually give you 9 at a time, but they're playing up right now. But they give you 9 flowers at a time, which, yeah, it's plenty. It's plenty enough for a little dye farm. So I went a little bit further, and me and Jake, we came up with this. This is like a little station where you can pretty much grow everything you want to that can be turned into a dye. As you can see, we went a little bit overboard, and it is absolutely full of redstone, but it's all awesome, and it's all fully automatic, and I love it. So let me just break this whole thing down one module at a time. Now, these are just your single flower growing platforms here, and there you go, and they just work on a principle of moving that platform there back and forth. A dispenser there which bone meals this little flower, and they all grow on top, and then obviously these pistons kick into gear, this pushes it, breaks the plant, and then it travels around here, these pistons push it back together again, and then you end up with a little automatic flower growing platform right like that. So the next set of stuff is all 2 block tool flowers. So they're a little bit easier to do. All you need to do is bone meal, and the actual plants don't need to grow on anything. They just jump out of thin air like that, which is really handy because it makes it very easy to farm then. And the next thing we have is brown dye, which is made by these little cocoa beans, and basically that's just another piston thing that pushes pistons up and down in order to break all of these little cocoa beans, so you can collect them all up, replant them all over again, and yeah, so on and so forth. The main bulk of the redstone is pretty much down here, and it's just basically a little delivery system for bone meal. So you just chuck your bone meal into that chest there, it'll go down into these hoppers, and it will trigger this minecart off that will collect the bone meal and distribute it to these droppers, which then dropper it all the way up to that dropper, which can then obviously dispense it onto that flower right there. This is a thing that took the time, to be honest. Trying to find a decent way of delivering bone meal without using 700 hoppers and loads of overcomplicated redstone things locking off hoppers and all of the rest of that stuff. Since I've been mucking around with minecarts and stuff lately, I thought this little system would be the best sort of solution. It took Jake and I a couple of hours to get this whole thing working fully, but it turned out pretty nicely. Now, I would suggest you be building this on survival, especially if you're like early game. It's completely pointless. Well, it's almost completely pointless. I'll get my dyes out of it, which is really, really cool. And to be fair, like, we all need a good source of dyes, right? So it might as well be this. And it will be this because I plan to build this in my base. Right, so we are here in survival, and this is the little spot that I dug out for this thing. That's what it was last episode when you saw that big old hole. We've just pretty much sort of made the frame of the thing so we don't go wrong and all the measurements should work out. But it has dawned on me that this is actually going to take a load longer than I actually thought it was going to. So, we better crack on, I guess. I was thinking if we just map out the pads, right? We can then both go down there and start the redstone on each one of them, right?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I think that's how it was, right?
You've got the pictures, not me, so...
Let's say yes it was. Grass. Got the grass.
Was there white in between?
What? Yeah, there was white. Because it has to be one away from each other. Is it one away or was it 2 away? Was it 1 away or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2?
I should have taken some pictures too.
You should have. I don't know why you didn't.
For once, I thought I'd leave that in your capable hands.
Shall I send you the pictures that I do have?
Yeah, that'd be good actually.
As they are. Right, so that looks about right to me. So it's just a case of getting the circuits in now, which probably isn't going to be as easy as it sounds, considering that the pictures that I took for reference are terrible.
Yeah, I'm actually going to put a couple of them up on screen, like right now, just to show you what I'm dealing with. Like, he's just sent me 20 pictures, none of them help.
Sorry about that. Right, but this is going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to go and get some netherrack because I need some scaffolding. Couple of stacks of netherrack. Right, so... Oh, that was a horrible fail. Are you just leaving me to do all the circuitry?
No, I'm trying to get the base of it done so we can see what we're doing here.
Right, so far, so good. I'm just sort of sorting out the pistons and stuff so that we can build the circuitry around it. But it's actually... taking me... Oh, good lord! Right, 3 off the side if I remember. Right, goddamn phantoms! Right, I'm going to sleep. Phantoms be gone. I want to get there in time to see them burn to death. Oh, I can hear them. That's fun. Oh, that makes me feel warm inside. We have gone wrong slightly.
I like you say we while you're working on something completely different to what I am.
No, meaning that either the hole is one too small, which I doubt it, or it's built one too close over to this side, which it is. So it should fire off like 8 times, and then piston should kick in. It does, and it works. Oh, the bloody phantoms again. Oh, you sons of... So we're actually cruising through this build, to be honest, Jake. We are getting there...
we're not doing too bad.
We are getting this super quickly. Oh, god damn it, dude. My things are going to connect. The redstone's going to connect from each module. Because you see, this one is going to cross wire to that one now. See what I'm saying? They're way too close to each other. This is fine. It works fine, so I don't get it. Huh? I'm confused, dude. I'm so confused right now. Well, I can't carry on until I go and have a look in creative.
Yeah, can we go back in creative? Because I need some better pictures, man. I can't I can't deal with these pictures. I need to take some of my own.
Right, that's where I've gone wrong. I've modified them since the last screenshots that I took.
Okay, I've taken some better pictures, so I'm ready to leave when you are.
Okay, cool. Right, so I've gone into creative and I've realised I built this a little bit wrong. I don't know exactly how wrong I've built this right now. But I definitely have built it wrong. Right, now I think that makes sense. That should make sense. Wow, I thought I'd taken some better pictures, but it turns out they're worse.
Literally, I'm going to have to do like a side-by-side comparison of the type of quality that I take and the type of quality that you take.
Right, it's definitely like that. There's no other way it could be. Now, as far as I remember, all I got to do is straight shot a line all the way from there to there. I'm just completely ignoring that phantom. He's just like misbehaving himself, dive bombing into me.
It just keeps doing the same to me, and I just keep going. I refuse to have to go back up to that bedroom.
Yeah, I ain't listening to it. I ain't paying attention to the stupid phantoms. You can hit me as much as you want. Wait, that's enough of the phantoms! That's enough of the phantoms! I've had enough, I've had enough! Oh. We need to invent some sort of phantom repellent spray. Wow, I can't believe how fast this thing is coming together. It's so quick. All I gotta do is put in some of the circuitry on this side of each of the modules and get the comparator clocks in there. And these ones are pretty much done. Jake, are your double flowers are done already?
Yeah, they're done.
Nutty nuts.
And also the cocoa bean things are done as well.
And what? Have you finished those?
All up. They're all up and running, yeah. All that's up and running.
Damn! I think I might even do the insides where the stone is here and just decorate it up right nice. Dig it out another block or so each side so that I can see down here and stuff. Because it's like obviously this is a flower farm. It is nothing more than a flower farm. So the whole thing that it's like ridiculously OP redstone build, like you better be able to see it. Do you know what I mean? If you're going through this sort of trouble for flowers, for a dye farm, you better be able to see the redstone in progress.
Oh man, you've got to get rid of these frickin' stupid bushes. They're getting on my nerves.
I started planting them everywhere just to like
yeah,
stop
man. And they either keep hurting me or I do get stuck in them.
Getting stuck in them is a thing of frustration. I will say that.
Yeah.
That is nowhere near as tall as I made it. The cocoa beans.
Really? Well, I mean, to be fair, when I was doing the cocoa beans bit, I was having to do it off of your pictures. And do you know how far I had to zoom in to even see where the cocoa beans were?
So is the bone meal machine working at this current time then?
Everything should now be working, I think.
You got the auto-powered stuff going.
Yeah, I've just done all the auto-powered stuff.
Right, so now that I have all the flowers that I require, I can put them all in there, and then we just need some bone meal, and this thing is ready to rock, son.
Ready to rock.
So you can't say ready to rock anymore. That's the thing. Have we the bone meal we require?
I don't know. Do you have the bone meal you require?
Right, so there should be plenty of bone meal for our testing purposes.
Give me the bone meal, and then you can watch it.
Have you got enough space, man? Because I've got a lot of bone meal here. Right, let's do this.
Oh, I'm stuck in your plants. I'm stuck in your plants. Ready?
Right, let's go. It should work. I know it should work. I'm hoping it should work. It works. Right, so that system should be flawless. So it should manage to get back here, pick up just as enough as it needs to keep supplying those with bone meal. I would say that this is going to take a jolly long time.
Yeah, it will take a while to fill it all up, but if you didn't do it this way, you would have to use so many hoppers.
You would.
To be able to get a load in at each time.
That's just something I think that we should probably mention. Like, we've been doing a lot more stuff with minecart, so I've definitely been doing a lot more stuff with minecarts. So I'm starting to incorporate them into a lot more stuff, but in different ways.
Yeah.
Like, we've used them for... We built a kelp farm recently, a big old kelp farm, in Creative, just to see how far we could push things. And the timing system for our collection system was all based off rails and detector stuff. So we're definitely making way more use of rails than we were before. Alright, what was I doing?
Yeah, you've lost me.
Oh, Phantom. A day Phantom. The day walker. Flyer. Flapper. Right, I'm just going to go under here and check that all of the dispensers have bone meal. That's the only thing we haven't really checked, but it should be fine. Yep. There's almost a stack in each one now, so that means we can do our first tests and stuff of these single flowers. Right, so let's try module number 1, which I believe should be some sort of flower. I can't remember. It's the blue one. Cool. That works. That definitely works, and I got 9 from that.
Number 2. 9 from that one too.
I think 9. Yeah, 9 from that one too. Orangey one.
I don't think it's quite 9.
7. Oh, that was disappointing. White things, cool. That's cool. So, I don't really need white flowers for dye, to be quite honest. So, I need to go and find that. Oh, you've said you've got flowers. Have you got the little round one that isn't white, that's grey?
Possibly. Let me go check.
Because that would come in handy.
What ones do you need?
I've forgotten what they're called, but they're like round white ones. They're not the other white ones, I have those.
White tulip.
But they're like... No. Right, so this is the one that I want. This azure, whatever it is. Because, you don't need white because you've got bone meal. And why bone meal some flowers to get white dye when you could have just used the bone meal that you used to bone meal the other flower? You see my point? So, this one is grey, and I need a lot of grey dye. Well, to be fair, I don't. It's light grey dye, so it's not like I need that abundantly, so I'm not, all that worried about that. Right, so I would say that's a wrap. This thing is done. I just need cocoa beans. Cocoa beans! I'm still watching this minecart just, dumping freaking... Is there anything left?
There still has to be stuff left, otherwise it would have stopped.
I can hear it clicking away. It must be left in the hopper, but not in the hopper minecart. It must be in the hopper minecart, not in the hopper anymore. But it's still just going away, doing its little thing.
Everything's out of the hopper, so it must just be what's ever left in that minecart.
There's almost 3 stacks in every single one, so that's not bad. And that's some even distribution, son, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Just the cocoa beans, that's all I gotta do. Just test this system, minus cocoa beans. You can't really get that system wrong. It all works lovely. I'm just gonna put a little roof on this. Did I not put a roof on this thing last time?
Yeah, I did just realise as you were saying that there is meant to be a roof, and you put a glass roof on the top of it.
Yeah.
But
It's just bones, but it's cool. It all works, and it's pretty cool. But this is literally the most resource intensive flower farm I think I've ever seen. For sure. So, there you go, guys. The craziest, most redstone intensive dye farm you'll probably ever see. Thank you, Jake, for helping me build it and design it.
That's alright.
And I will see you guys in the next episode. DeadDuck out. Cheers. phantoms be gone. I want to get there in time to see them burn to death. Oh, I can hear them. That's fun. Oh, that makes me feel warm inside.